So this is a Virgo reading. It is an Earth sign, August 23rd through September 22nd, okay? Spirit, what is the energy for this reading, please? Thank you. Okay. So we do have an ending on Virgo with the Hermit. Okay, so there is a commitment that you may be detaching from because there's something that's bringing in a lot of hope for you that you are very excited about. This is something that you may be having your eye on. This could be somebody from like it could be somebody that you have connected to from like overseas, or this is somebody you're watching from like a far distance. You may be in some sort of like, okay, so you could work with this person in some sort of like large setting, large corporation, finance, something where there's a lot of stability in a foundation. There's like some kind of connection in that. This could be somebody you work with in some way. And so, okay, so it does not have to be that you're bored in a commitment with like in a relationship. You could be just be content in your life. Like you could be in a relationship, you could be happy, but there's something where you are finding inspiration from some sort of creativity or a community, a shared community, a collaborative community that maybe you recently were connected to, or that you are finding like that you're trusting some sort of comfort in a maybe religious setting or a traditional institution that you have found a lot of spiritual awareness or enlightenment through. Maybe you have been going inward to seek this for a while. You could have been doing this on your own. You could have been looking within to find some sort of higher awareness for a while. I feel like there was validation that came in through maybe a larger group or some kind of, you could have gotten tied to like a religion or a spiritual group, but maybe you thought this was something you wouldn't ever be interested in until you became interested in it and you found it to be something that brought in a lot of hope. You could be on the outside of this, like you could just watch this from a distance. You could feel like you're like this is something that's being done between two people and you're connecting to it from like afar or watching this from afar, although it's done it's done through this could be done through like a group collaborative effort. So you could feel fine just watching this from a distance. It still, I feel like, brings in inspiration, or it's healing you in some way, in something that you're connected to, separate from whatever you're experiencing or watching. It's in some way inspiring you to continue going towards your goals or your aspirations in something that you may be connected to completely different from something you're watching or being inspired by. It could just be like something that's bringing hope, or more of like a push or a jolt to have you go forward, maybe from a time of like blah or not feeling like that, just like overall feeling of dis-ease of not wanting to do the mundane, or feeling like you're in the mundane type of energy. And so that could push you into like soul searching or going within to look for like a higher meaning or a higher form of awareness to connect to something greater than yourself. And maybe that is what came through, but maybe that specific thing was not what you connected to spiritually. So you could have connected to like a religion, but still this is something you may watch from a distance that is inspiring as far as motivation. Maybe it brings in a lot of energy that's positive and helps you stay connected to forward movement. Okay.